So imagine, man, you're going out, you go out for shopping with your good friend, you're just hanging around, looking at the shopping area, and then you see these two beautiful, cute little girls walking around, and you want to approach them. So you approach them with your friend, and the conversation is going all good. Actually, the conversation was going pretty good. You end up asking for the number, but they're conservative girls, right? Maybe they're from a smaller town and they've not been approached like this before. You ask them for a number and they're not comfortable with it. What would you do? I know a lot of you would probably run away. काफी लोग सोचते हैं कि the interaction is gone to shit. अभी आगे नहीं बढ़ेगी. You run away. You eject yourself instead of being there, acting like a man, taking the responsibility and playing with the rejection. You run away. You leave the interaction and you let it go. And that is what happens with a lot of guys who are beginners. If you're learning this for the first time, अगर आप पहली लड़की को approach कर रहे हो, or you're approaching a girl for the second time, or maybe 100th time, right? You're still a beginner. If that is what is happening with you, if a girl rejects you and you lose all sense of self and you're like, oh fuck, I got rejected, अब मेरे को यहाँ से निकल जाना चाहिए, that is definitely not the right way of doing pickup, and that is definitely not the right way of learning social skills. So let me show you the right way. Hello ladies. Hey. Hello, Arnav. How's it going today? Hello, Arnav. What's your name? Interesting name. What's yours? Friend Arnav.
What's your name?
Where are you girls from? We're just trying to kill some time. We're waiting for some friends.
Okay, just like
Huh?
just having time together.
आप कहाँ से हैं? Wow, that's nice. I've never been there.
Very beautiful place.
So do you guys study here?
You're traveling here.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long have you been in Delhi then?
I know you might think that this is a little awkward, but we just try to make some new friends. That's it. So don't be awkward. We're not trying to sell you anything.
You're from here.
So let's talk about what happened over here. मैं boot camp पे था. I had a client who was coming to meet me, and this guy was a very successful entrepreneur. Now, one thing I've realized is, if you've done something in your life, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a businessman, if you're a guy who's at a good level in his job, maybe you've achieved that. Of course, you've achieved that level, and it's much easier for you to learn game and social skills, क्योंकि क्या होता है कि you have already achieved something in some other field before, so you know exactly how much amount of effort it takes to learn something new, learn a new skill. And that is why I love working with entrepreneurs and people who are into business, or people who have already achieved a certain level in their jobs, because you guys know what to put in, right? And that is what happened over here. So I was on a boot camp, and this guy had never done an approach before. I was doing the approach. He was a little nervous initially, right? But you can see how as soon as we open, he opens up. Alright. So what happened was, first of all, मैंने open किया. I opened the conversation. Guys, understand opener का principle. कि मैंने जब open किया उनको, I'm assuming it will work. मैं दिमाग में सोच रहा हूँ कि of course she'll reply to me. Why won't she reply to me? And that is why it worked. Now I'm not opening. I'm not asking for permission. Hey, excuse me, you look cute. What is your name? Or hey, excuse me, can I talk to you? Instead, I'm just saying, hey, excuse me. Hello, ladies. My name is Arunav. What's your name? And it's a very smooth open. Like you guys are thinking कि best lines क्या होंगी open करने के लिए, best conversation starters क्या होंगे. Now, is this the best conversation starter? Do I keep the bar too high? The bar is too low. Alright, I'm just opening, I'm just flowing. That is what is happening over here. And I'm not, see, even the tonality, जो मेरी tonality आ रही है, it's not like, excuse me ladies, what is up? It's not seeking anything. It's not seeking a reaction. Now, what is a seeking rapport tonality is when you're seeking some validation, or when you're seeking a reaction from the other person. Now, when I'm talking to them, it's more like, I'm giving value. Hey, excuse me ladies, is that enough, right? So you have to understand that a lot of it comes down to assuming कि it will work. Why won't it work? क्यों नहीं काम करेगा? Why do you think so low of yourself, right? So I open these girls. Now, जब आप approach कर रहे होंगे, maybe you're approaching a girl, and when you are approaching, in the back of your mind, what is the truth? Is it कि मैं open करूँगा, इसके बाद मेरे को क्या बोलना पड़ेगा? Fuck, अच्छा ना चले जाए set. काफी लोगों का ये भी होता है कि I hope the set doesn't go as it should. Right? They have this negative belief that why would a girl want to talk to me? So first thing I want you to understand is, why won't a girl want to talk to you? Second thing is, when you approach, don't think कि मेरे को जल्दी निकलना है यहाँ से, things are gonna get uncomfortable. You'll see how uncomfortable things get in this particular interaction. Don't think कि things are gonna get uncomfortable, मेरे को जल्दी निकलना है. Be centered, be calm. कि मैं आया हूँ यहाँ पे, I'm here to execute shit, I'm here to talk to these beautiful girls. I will talk to these beautiful girls. But saying that, आपको ये भी समझना पड़ेगा, if the girl is getting uncomfortable, you need to leave. Or you play with her and you make her comfortable. alright? Because if she's getting uncomfortable and you're not leaving and you're being persistent, then what will happen is she will get pissed off. So you have to make sure that she does not get pissed off, she does not get annoyed. You have to socially calibrate in that way. मतलब आपको रिस्पॉन्ड उस तरीके से करना पड़ेगा. मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ. जैसे मेरे विंगमैन ने यहाँ पे बोला कि सो वेयर आर यू फ्रॉम. नाउ दैट टोन वाज टू अथॉरिटेटिव इनिशियली. अब उससे क्या हुआ कि आई कुड सेंस कि लड़कियों के यू नो फेसेस पे डिस्कम्फर्ट है. ऑलराइट, दे आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल कि ओ फक ये दो लोग आए एंड दे जस्ट स्टार्ट टॉकिंग टू अस और अब ये बोल रहे हैं वेयर आर यू फ्रॉम. प्रेशर डाल रहे हैं मेरे पे. सो द प्रेशर वाज टू मच एट दैट पॉइंट. दैट्स व्हाई आई टोल्ड हे डोंट वरी, आई नो यू फील इट मे बी ऑकवर्ड और दिस इज कॉल्ड अ स्टेटमेंट ऑफ एम्पैथी. जहाँ पे मैं उसको दिखा रहा हूँ कि आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड योर सिचुएशन. यू नो आई नो दैट वी मीटिंग फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम. आई नो यू माइट बी थिंकिंग कि दो लोग आए एंड यू नो दे जस्ट blabbering shit and they're asking you. I know it can be awkward, but we are just killing time. We're trying to make some new friends. Now, अगर मैं ये नहीं बोलता तो उस सेट पे प्रेशर बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाता. The girls would have been like, why are you asking us that? Why are you asking us that? So when I said that, now statement of empathy guys तभी यूज़ करना जब लड़की के ऊपर आप डिस्कम्फर्ट देख रहे हो. अगर लड़की बहुत ज़्यादा कंफर्टेबल होती और मैं स्टेटमेंट ऑफ एम्पैथी यूज़ करूँ तो अट्रैक्शन नीचे चली जाएगी because she will think that I'm an underconfident guy. I don't believe in myself. So as soon as you sense discomfort when you're opening the girl, use the statement of empathy. Now एक और चीज़ यहाँ पे मैं आप चाहता हूँ आप नोट करो, shifting to Hindi. As soon as I sense that the girl is going to be more comfortable talking in Hindi, I shift it to Hindi because you need to understand that's a part of cultural calibration. If I'm going to Spain, if I'm going to France, if I'm going anywhere abroad, right, and a girl is not talking in my language, I'll shift to her language. Now, of course, I don't know all the languages. Maybe I speak a couple of languages, but I don't know all the languages. So how do I do that? Now, there was this one time I picked up a Russian girl who didn't speak English. Now, how did I pick her up? I used my translator. Technology बहुत आगे बढ़ चुकी है दोस्तों. You can use a fucking translator. Of course, you need to be in a network area. I was in Goa back then. Network was shitty. I had to run up and down the hill, but I got it done. Alright, so there shouldn't be any excuses कि मेरे को language नहीं आती, मैं इस जगह पे हूँ. Guys, I've picked up so many girls जिनको language भी नहीं आती है, right? Just with the translators. So, of course, shifting to Hindi is probably the least thing I could do. And this is a part of cultural calibration. कि आप अगर मैं उस लड़की से English में बात करते रहूँ, maybe she doesn't understand me, maybe she's not comfortable, right? अब वो comfortable नहीं होगी तो of course attraction build भी होगी, but awkward vibe भी ज़्यादा आएगी because she might feel that oh fuck whatever I say she might get in her head. That's something I don't want in this case. जैसे ही मैंने उसको बताया कि don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything, we're just two guys trying to kill some time. वैसे ही वो बहुत comfortable हो गई and वो social hook point reach कर गई. ना, she was socially hooked. She was more interested in knowing more about me. Where are you from? Ending में. And that is why you need the statement of empathy. क्योंकि अगर statement of empathy नहीं आप दोगे, the girl will get over pressured and she might just leave. She might just leave or she might just reject you because there's too much pressure on her. So let's see what happens next. So where have you visited? Delhi only, like this place?
Yeah. No, not only this place. We have been to malls and all. Yeah, malls.
Oh.
We have been to Gurgaon also did once.
So what do you do if you don't mind me asking?
Me. I'm doing PhD.
Wow. Permanent head damage. PhD in what?
Education.
Interesting. It's like psychology or something, yeah?
No.
Like teaching students, teaching kids.
My topic.
Is she your younger sister?
She's my friend.
Okay. And what do you do?
I'm actually joining a makeup. That's
She's
it.
studying. Like, she will be staying here.
Okay. I'm from. Yeah, that's good. So, have you been to Calcutta?
Yeah.
You like Calcutta as a city?
Yeah, that was nice.
We have tried the food there.
Yeah.
Kind of safe. Calcutta was
Safe. Calcutta was very safe.
safe.
Delhi, you don't think they're
It is not
safe?
safe.
Have you? Why not? I mean, apart from the media, have you experienced something?
Not exactly experience, but like kind of I can feel the vibes that it's not very safe here comparatively to Kolkata.
Is it because of him?
No.
So what happened over here? Now I'm using a simple concept जिसका नाम है chain of association and that is very basic. इसका ये मतलब है कि I'm taking things from her, she's giving me information और उसी information को मैं expand कर रहा हूँ. Now when I'm doing that, I'm also creating a lot of banter. I'm also having a lot of fun. It's not like I'm stuck up, I'm stifled, I'm in my head, but I'm also having a lot of fun. For example, when she tells me about PhD, I'm like a permanent head damage. Now see, I use permanent head damage when I'm doing day game. I use pretty huge dick when I'm using night game. That's the difference. Because in night game you can be more, intentful, more sexual, more fast. And in day game, if you do that, the girl might feel overpressured. So इस चीज में क्या हुआ है कि the girl is definitely, she's having some fun as well in the conversation. She's laughing and the emotions are building up now. Now banter से क्या होता है कि you build comfort with the girl. You build comfort with the girl. She's laughing. She's like, okay, this guy is a socially cool guy. I don't mind getting to know him. And then we are having a very basic conversation. आपने कहाँ travel किया है? Where have you been? Now the thing is that a lot of people think that the conversation expectation bar should be here. That मेरे को इतनी अच्छी conversation करनी है to impress her. But the reality is it should be here. Or it should be down here. I know. You might be thinking कि यार मेरे को तो पता ही नहीं है कि मैं क्या बात करूँ. इस वजह से मैंने एक वीडियो बनाई. You can click on that and it's called 5 topics all women love talking about. Now there are certain topics जो all girls love talking about. तो वो common topics आपको इस वीडियो में मिल जाएंगे. Apart from that, एक और concept मैं यूज करता हूँ to make conversations more fun. Alright, and this concept is a very old school concept. इसका नाम है ball of energy. Now ball of energy में क्या होता है कि when I'm talking to you, when I'm talking to another person, or maybe I'm talking to you right now, there's a ball of energy between you and me. So if you throw something in this ball of energy, my job is to put it to a fun direction. Now how am I putting it into a fun direction when she's saying PHD, permanent head damage, right? Something like that. It's just a basic joke. Now uske baad when she's saying Delhi is not that safe, I'm like, okay, did you experience something? Is it just the media or is it this guy, right? Now what this does is, of course, it creates a fun banter, the emotions are pumped up and the girls get to know that these guys are not taking shit seriously. These guys are not ki nahi, I want to impress them, I want to hook up with them. These guys are just cool guys having fun, and that is what you want to depict. अपनी approach में आपको लड़की को यही दिखाना है कि you don't need her, alright? She's not the price. It's just you're a cool guy having a good conversation with her. तो आगे देखते हैं क्या होता है.
Much, but
why don't you come along today? Come along with us. You'll have a good time.
Yeah,
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of people though, like around 15 people.
I don't think we'll be comfortable because we are very new to this place also.
It's all right. Like 15 people don't know each other. It's not like
yeah. I'm also new, so yeah.
I'll be all of your tour guide maybe, but I'll charge a lot for that.
There are other girls also joining, so you'll be comfortable.
Think about it. There's no pressure. Think about it. Let's.
And we are safe, guys. We are safe.
Why don't we exchange numbers? You think about it. We'll catch up later.
That's very sweet of you, but we don't share numbers.
I don't either. I'm gonna make an exception.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't do emails.
Okay.
Yeah, you can share numbers. Yeah.
If I was on Instagram, I would have taken Instagram, but I don't use it. And I'm not going to disturb you much. I'm busy in my life. You know what I do?
No.
Nothing. I'm busy finding a job.
Okay. But I forgot what was your name.
Oh, man, you broke my heart.
Huh?
You broke my heart.
No, it's we are not very much familiar.
It's alright. Arnav. We'll do it. Yeah, what's your name?
Now a lot of you guys ask me, how do you become so witty? इतना विटी कैसे बने कि ऑन द स्पॉट रिस्पॉन्सेज हो आपके पास हर चीज के. फर्स्ट थिंग इज यूज द बॉल ऑफ एनर्जी कॉन्सेप्ट. सेकंड चीज है कि प्रैक्टिस. गाइस बाहर जाओ, प्रैक्टिस करो. अभी क्या होता है कि यू आर गोइंग आउट, यू हैव सो मेनी फियर्स इन योर हेड कि मैं इसको इंप्रेस कैसे करूं, मैं क्या बोलूं बेस्ट चीजें, मैं क्या नहीं बोलूं, और उस वजह से वो विटीनेस आपकी बाहर आ ही नहीं पा रही. तो योर रियल ऑथेंटिक सेल्फ इज नॉट कमिंग आउट. सो व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज यू नीड टू बी ऑथेंटिक. यू नीड टू लेट गो ऑफ द आउटकम, कंप्लीटली लेट गो ऑफ द आउटकम कि मेरे को आउटकम चाहिए नहीं, रिजल्ट चाहिए नहीं. आई एम जस्ट गोइंग आउट टू हैव फन विद द कॉन्वर्सेशन. और मैंने एक अपने सिंगापुर में मैंने एक टास्क किया था. 1 month I went out, approached 40 girls a day, and I did not number close anyone. I did not pull anyone. I decided कि if I'm not enjoying game, और ये आपके साथ भी हो रहा होगा, मे बी आप प्रेशर की तरह कर रहे हो इसे, कि अगर मैं एंजॉय नहीं कर रहा तो इसका करने का फायदा ही नहीं है. पहली बात तो वैसे भी मेरे को आउटकम तो महीने में 1-2 नंबर ही मिल रहे थे उस टाइम पे. तो मैंने सोचा कि वो 1-2 नंबर भी मैं कैंसिल करता हूँ. दिमाग में आउटकम का वही नहीं रखता. एंड जस्ट गो आउट 1 महीना, अप्रोच अ लॉट ऑफ गर्ल्स, और आउटकम रखो ही मत अपने दिमाग में. जस्ट एंजॉय द कॉन्वर्सेशन विद देम, एंजॉय देयर फेमिनिन प्रेजेंस. तब आपको समझ आएगा. दैट विल बी लाइक अ स्विच दैट क्लिक्ड इन माई माइंड दैट game is actually fun. It's not supposed to be stressful. So try doing that and I'm sure you will have a lot of fun. Now let's talk about what happened over here. Now my problem was, मैंने इनको बहुत जल्दी पूछ लिया प्लान के लिए, क्योंकि यहाँ पे बूट कैंप चल रहा था, other clients are waiting and people are watching us and I'm like okay, it's time कि मैं नंबर क्लोज करूँ. और क्लाइंट को दिखा दिया मैंने अप्रोच. अब he can do it with the other client and I have to see their approaches now. So I was thinking कि मैं नंबर क्लोज करता हूँ, जल्दी से निकलते हैं यहाँ से. But एक और भी चीज़ थी कि I was not that attracted with the girl I was talking to, but she was cute but I was not that attracted. So मैंने सोचा नंबर क्लोज करता हूँ and I went in too fast for the numbers. number. Now, of course, I was able to raise the emotions of the interaction. सबके emotions pump हो चुके थे पूरी interaction में. That's what you need to do. जब आप बाहर जा रहे हो लड़कियों से बात कर रहे हो, you need to pump up the emotions. You need to have some fun. All right? Don't be so serious all the time. Now, when I asked her for the number, काफ़ी बार ऐसा होता है कि girls, you know, they're not that comfortable giving the numbers to strangers, even though they're having a very good conversation. So I asked her for the number and then she rejected me. अब आधे से ज़्यादा लोग क्या कहते हैं कि जब reject हो जाते हैं, जब आधे से ज़्यादा लोग, they're stuck in their heads कि वो fuck मेरे को reject कर दिया, अब तो इसने मेरे को judge कर लिया होगा, मैं needy हूँ या मैं ये हूँ, मैं वो हूँ. इतना मत सोचो यार. Don't think too much. Alright, just think that I got rejected. I love rejections. Fuck it. Let's try again and let's see how many times I get rejected. Alright, that's my mindset. I think it's okay. I'm getting rejected, and again, the wall of energy concept is golden, guys. Wall of energy, I use it. She rejects me. I'm like, don't worry. Even I don't either. I don't share my number with random people. I'm making an exception. Now, उससे क्या किया मैंने अपनी value proposition में I kept my value up. और उसके बाद she's like, okay. I'm like, do you know what I do? Now again, she might be thinking कि now this guy is going to qualify कि मैं ये करता हूँ, मैं वो करता हूँ, क्योंकि 99% लोग क्या करते हैं? That is what they do. Alright, that I do this, I do that. But don't confuse game with social status, alright? First of all, if you have social status, good enough. Good enough. You'll get, it's a bonus. But if you don't have social status, you can still pull it off. And you see over here, and I'm not telling her what I do. I'm not telling her I'm into coaching. I'm not telling her anything. Of course, I'm not sharing my Instagram either because I know when she sees that a dating coach on a boot camp giving a client a demonstration, it's not really good. So I don't do that. I don't share my Instagram and I don't tell her what I do. Instead, I completely dequalify myself. Now, when I'm dequalifying myself, dequalify का basically मतलब ये है कि मैं उसकी validation को seek नहीं कर रहा. जब मैं completely बोल रहा हूँ मैं jobless हूँ, मैं job ढूंढ रहा हूँ, I'm very busy searching a job. तो लड़की को ये समझ आता है कि this is a cool guy, he doesn't need my validation, he doesn't need my approval. ये अपने में ही खुश है बंदा. He's happy, he's self-amusing, and that is one of the keys as well, guys. Self-amuse करो अपने आप को. जब भी बाहर जा रहे हो, amuse yourself क्योंकि game वरना fun नहीं होगी. Social skills सीखना एक punishment बन जाएगी, and I don't want you to do that. So moving on, I got rejected number से, but I'm still having fun. I'm still having fun with it. मेरा state crash नहीं हुआ क्योंकि मेरा state लड़की पे dependent नहीं है. और 99% लोग जो मैंने आज तक कोच करे हैं, शुरू में सबके साथ ये प्रॉब्लम होती है. मेरे साथ भी थी. वो 1 महीना मैंने लिया था सिंगापुर में. I told you about. उसके बाद वो प्रॉब्लम फिक्स हुई है कि my state was too dependent on the girl. Now I am sure कि आप भी बाहर जा रहे हो, आपका भी state लड़की पे बहुत ज़्यादा डिपेंडेंट है. अगर आपको लड़की नेगेटिव रिएक्शन दे दे, आपका स्टेट क्रैश हो जाएगा. तो सबसे पहले आपको ये समझना पड़ेगा, यू नीड टू ड्रॉ स्टेट फ्रॉम विद इन. ऑलराइट, यू नीड टू गेट दैट स्टेट फ्रॉम विद इन कि ओके मैं कूल बंदा हूँ, doesn't matter approach fail हो गई, I'm still the same guy after that. So that's what I believe in. Now guys, if you don't know what to do when you get rejected, I've made a video specifically for you. Check it out and it's over here. I'll put a link over here. Check it out. उसमें आपको पता लग जाएगा if she rejects, what to do then. And in this case, I get rejected. I still end up staying there. I'm still having a conversation with her. And towards the end, she's like, anyways, what's your name? Now, see, she is reaching the sexual hook point from the social hook point. Or she is attracted. You can see the indicator of interest also. अभी या फिर बीच में भी आप देख सकते हो वीडियो के. She's indicating that she's interested in me through the body language signs. अगर आपको body language signs के बारे में सीखना है तो उसके बारे में भी एक वीडियो बनाइए. I'll add a link over here. But at the end of the day, she's with her friend, right? And she's definitely not. It's not very normal for her to get approached like this. That's why she's not comfortable sharing the number. But she's attracted. Now she's interested. Okay, तो वो पूछ रही है कि what is your name? Now that again gives me something to play with. Chain of association and ball of energy, right? That again gives me something to play with. तो इसमें मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ कि as soon as she says that, I'm like, oh, you broke my heart. I'm throwing intent also, and I'm pumping up the emotions also. You broke my heart. She's like, okay, well, what's your name? Tell me your name. Now that is the point when the girl actually is interested in you. Alright, even though she rejects me because of her conditioning, even though उसने मेरे को reject कर दिया क्योंकि वो थोड़ी conservative है, but she's still attracted. Attraction फिर भी वहाँ पे काम कर रही है. तो जो लोग बोलते हैं कि छोटे टाउन्स में गेम नहीं हो रही, guys, you're wrong. Girl is from a small town. At the end of the day, she is gonna get attracted. It doesn't matter. छोटे टाउन में भी लड़कियां लड़कों से अट्रैक्ट होंगी, बड़े टाउन में भी वही होगा. Alright, it really does not matter.
Wow.
So you also don't remember.
No.
Okay, what does it mean? What does it mean?
And yours is not.
Actually, I'm sorry.
Is this your real eye color?
No, but it's power.
Okay, it's a part of.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, you were saying?
So more in Arunachal we have so many tribes. I'm from different tribes. Our language is also different.
Okay.
So it's
Let's exchange numbers and let's discuss if you guys are up in 2 hours.
I mean, like, we are comfortable if we can like hang out in here. Like we won't be able to go out. Yeah.
हाँ
No, like we won't be able to go outside. We are not comfortable. Yeah. Obviously because we are new also, na. Yeah.
That's cool. But हमारा plan हमारे दोस्तों के साथ वहाँ पे, so I cannot promise you.
Yeah. No,
Like-
that's fine. Like you people continue with your plan and all. Now we are just like roaming around, we are just exploring and all. That's not.
If you change your mind,
Oh, not really. I don't say a number.
don't break my heart. I don't call a lot. Like, don't put her in the middle. Like, it's all right. I call you sister. I'm not on Instagram or else.
Now what happened over here? Once the girls get comfortable, they give us the real objection कि we don't want to go that far क्योंकि हम नए हैं यहाँ पे. We want to stick around to this location only. So if you want to do something in this location, I don't mind. But the thing is, we have a boot camp going on. लोग wait कर रहे हैं पीछे 5 लोगों की सेना is just watching us, right? What we're doing every move. And I'm like, okay, it's time to, because again, when I'm giving the demonstration boot camp पे, it has to be quick, it has to be good. And एक demonstration के लिए guys have to practice so much because every approach has to be pretty good, right? So you have to understand कि boot camp पे हमारे पास time constraints होते हैं. So हमें जल्दी करना है सब कुछ because you're learning at that time. अगर आप एक ही interaction में इतना time spend कर दोगे तो it's gonna be a waste. But over here what happens, the girl gives us their real objections once they're comfortable कि हम इधर ही रहना चाहते हैं. Whatever plan you make, we're good for it. Now that is the power of persistence. काफी 99% लोग, what would you do? आप क्या करोगे when you get rejected, number आपको नहीं मिला? What would you do? Would you be able to play it off? Or would you be able to shrug it off like nothing happened? फिर भी आप fun करोगे? Or would you be butthurt कि fuck यार मेरे को नंबर नहीं मिला, मेरे को लड़की का नंबर नहीं मिला, I'm really sad, I'm really miserable because मेरे को नंबर नहीं मिला. आप क्या करोगे? Think about that. Now in this case, of course I'm having fun, I'm chilling, and I'm talking to the girl using the ball of energy concept, pumping up the state of the interaction. So she puts a friend in the middle, and I'm like, why are you putting her in the middle, right? That shows masculinity, that shows authority, that shows that, okay, I'm a guy who goes for what he wants, right? It's not like I'm a guy who's scared. Oh, it's all right, I'll take her number. Why would I take her number? Right? I want your number. I want to talk to you. So I take her number. She gives me the number. She agrees after that because she's more comfortable right now. I think what was happening over here कि मैंने isolate नहीं किया. मैंने लड़की को isolate नहीं किया because I could see she was completely attracted, right? तो मैंने उसको isolate नहीं किया इस वजह से उसने मेरे को वो number के लिए मना करी थी because she was uncomfortable कि मेरी दोस्त भी है वहाँ पे, वो मेरे को easy समझेगी. Now both of these girls have shifted from a small town to a big town, and of course they have that kind of mindset right now, right? They've just moved. Even not only her friend, she might also be thinking कि मेरा दोस्त भी है साथ में, वो क्या सोचेगा? So at this point of the time, she finally gives me the number when I'm playing with that. Why don't you give me your email? Emails पे बात कर लेते हैं. Now I don't want you to use the same lines because the same lines that work for me might not work for you. All right, you need to understand it's congruent to me. ये lines जब मैं बोलता हूँ, I'm very comfortable with these lines. So rephrase this in your own words and use it. All right, use it as much as you can, and this is how it goes. Now let's see what happens after that.
Don't use it.
Yeah, this one.
So I'm not very active in terms of putting photos or like videos.
Mostly the like those they don't even.
I'm active, but I'm active. No, I don't cook now.
That's very impressive, like chef, like we are the like very bad cook, no?
Very
Very
cook.
cooking.
Very bad in cooking.
Yeah, very bad. We cook very basic.
I can make you a good cook. So a sous chef basically tells cooks to what to do. So I can tell you cut onions, cut this,
Okay.
mix this like this.
I'm very good in eating. Very good in.
Eating.
Yeah.
Same.
I can whatever you put on the plate, I'll finish everything.
But I think I'll finish first.
But you finish first.
So what is your favorite cuisine?
As in cuisine, I cannot say like I am not eating anything only. No.
Best dish.
But I like kimbap.
Yeah.
What's kimbap?
It's like kimbap.
I like kimbap sushi. I like
Kimbap sushi, okay.
Kind of.
I just love
Korean
food. Na.
Korean food.
Because it's not too much masalas also. Na.
Alright, so what happened over here? Again, we are having that banter, normal conversation chal rahi hai. We did fast forward a little bit because this is a video for YouTube or else it would have been too long. But over here, what happened was we were just talking, having a banter and having a good conversation. I know these girls wants to go somewhere. Now, a lot of you guys tell me कि banter कैसे करें, fun कैसे करें, how do we have fun while doing game? And that is one of the biggest revelation जो जो मेरी पूरी गेमिंग जर्नी में थी, क्योंकि उसके बाद my game just drastically improved. And if you guys want to improve significantly in your pickup skills or in your game skills, in your dating skills, all you need to do is hop on a call with my team. Let's see if we are a good fit to work together, and if we are, I'm sure we'll change your life. Now apart from that, काफी लोग ऐसे भी होंगे जो सोच रहे हो कि फ्री में क्या दे रहे हैं भाई, फ्री में कुछ दे. So guys, understand, हमने एक Beyond Small Talk करके एक book लिखी है, and that book can be all yours. All you need to do is click the pinned comment. In that book, I teach you how to turn her on through your conversation. So this is a book about conversation skills. Link पे जाओ, अपना नाम डालो, email डालो. This book is all yours for free, no cost. Alright, read this book. Let me know how it is. Comment करो नीचे how did you like the Infield, because of course this is our second video in Hindi. So comment below, let us know if you want to watch more videos like this. And apart from that, अभी यहाँ पे basic banter चल रहा है. We're just having a banter and using the ball of energy concept. And guys, if you don't use the ball of energy concept, your task is use the ball of energy concept. Don't close any numbers. एक हफ्ता जाओ, एक महीना मत करो. I was a little hardcore. एक हफ्ता जाओ, numbers मत लो, but 10 से 12 approaches करो every day. So 7 days, 70 80 approaches without having an expectation. Try doing that. Try using the ball of energy concept. I'm sure you will improve a lot. Now, एक चीज तो आपको समझ आई गई होगी that I'm not that attracted to the girls over here. That's why I want to quickly close the girls and I want to move on. But the thing is, you have to have the same amount of fun जो आप एक really attractive लड़की के साथ you have the fun with, and you have to have the same amount of fun. एक लड़की आप जिससे इतना ज़्यादा attracted नहीं हो. She looked cute, but my attraction goes a little bit deeper than just looks. So in this case, I was not that attracted to her, but I still, of course, guys, if I'm recording Infields, I cannot think like, okay, I'm not attracted to the girl, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. I have to approach and I have to show you this is for scientific purposes, this is for your research and learning, alright? See, a lot of my clients doing कि भाई मेरे को तो कोई अच्छी लड़की मिली नहीं, I'm not that attracted. Bro, सीख लो पहले जाके, बाहर जाओ, लड़कियों को अप्रोच करो, स्किल सीखो, उसके बाद you see an attractive girl, you approach her. But अगर आप पहले ही सोचोगे कि यार नहीं वो तो 1 है, वो 2 है, वो 10 है, वो 9 है, तो क्या होगा कि आप पहले पेडेस्टल में प्लेस कर रहे हो, फिर आप जा रहे हो अप्रोच करके 10 को, और फिर आप सोच रहे हो कि यार 10 के लिए मैं जो भी बोलूंगा वो इतना अच्छा नहीं होगा. तो ये सारी लिमिटिंग बिलीफ कौन डाल रहा है अपने आप पे? आप खुद डाल रहे हो. तो डोंट रेट गर्ल्स, ऑलराइट? वी माइट रेट गर्ल्स समटाइम्स कि आपको बताने के लिए बस, बट डू नॉट रेट गर्ल्स इन योर पर्सनल लाइफ, बिकॉज उससे क्या होगा कि आप अपने ऊपर काफी लिमिटिंग बिलीफ डाल रहे हो. सेकेंडली, हैव द सेम अमाउंट ऑफ फन जो एक 10 के साथ करोगे, जो एक 1 के साथ करोगे, और अभी आप एक सीखने वाले स्टेज में हो. तो ये मत सोचो कि यार ये लड़की बिल्कुल अट्रैक्टिव नहीं है, ये लड़की बहुत ज्यादा अट्रैक्टिव है. जो भी है, डू द अप्रोच, learn the skill, and then become at a power position where you can actually choose the girls you want to spend your time with.
Okay, let's just walk over there. Let's walk over there. So I had like, it was my first date, alright? I went in a restaurant. First thing is I sit with the wrong girl.